Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on all of the platforms. And I wanted to come to you with a message today. I'm going to talk about 4 steps to build a profitable business. I'm going to go into all of them, but I want to start with just the knowing that business is hard. Okay, business is hard. There's a reason why there's only 1% of people who are business owners, who are going after their dream, who are building something. So I want to honor the fact that business is hard because there's multiple skill sets for you to learn and master. There's multiple failures. There's a lot of personal money that you're going to need to put on the line and invest. And there's a lot of emotions. There are going to be days where you feel like giving up. There are going to be days where you feel like it's just not working, where you just want to throw in the towel. You're going to think everybody hates you. It's hard. So I want to start here. Welcome, Alina and Kelvin. I can see you here on Instagram. So as you are tuning in, go ahead and comment below what your business is. And then let me know how long you've been in business. And I'm going to break down the 4 things that it takes to build a profitable business. But before I get started, I want to tell you a little bit about me. If you don't know me, my name is Cami. I'm an intuitive life and business coach. I've been a coach for 10 years, and I've had multiple businesses across the past 10 years, of which some of them I shut down. Some of them I decided wasn't the direct revenue avenue for me. I started with network marketing. As some of us do, I started with Pampered Chef, and I was really drawn to the idea of being able to have my own schedule, being able to have freedom, being able to have income, not having to work for somebody else. And then I started a health coaching business that I ran for about 5 years before I shut that down. And then I started my life coaching business. So I basically transitioned from health coaching into life coaching and business coaching. Personal training studio, 15 years. Amazing, Calvin. I love that. Where are you located? I'm so curious because I used to be a personal trainer. I know a lot of people in this industry. So here are the 4 things that you may not realize that you're coming up against. And I don't want to be another one of those voices in the world that's telling you you're doing your sales and marketing wrong. Okay. There's so many people on Instagram specifically that are telling you, you need to go viral. You need to do reels better. You need to do hashtags. And they're trying to teach you about every specific strategy in the online marketing space. I don't want to start there. The reason why I don't want to start there is because in my experience, getting so lost in the realm of the algorithm causes this feeling of defeatedness, of it's not working. And this is one of the biggest causes I see of people completely exiting social media. And I want to stop you from completely exiting social media because there's definitely value in being here. But you don't need to be the number one expert in order to sign clients. You don't need to have 10K followers in order to sign clients. You don't need to have an email list of thousands in order to sign clients. You do not need to be a technical wizard in order to sign clients. You just need to be able to show up consistently and communicate the value of what you offer. So I'm going to break those 4 things down here into this live today. So you're definitely going to want to revisit this. And if you're just joining, drop the name of your business below, what type of business you have, if you want to tell me where you're located, and then what year of business you're in. Okay. So this is specifically going to be towards people who want to make 100K revenue, their first 100K revenue. The reason why I'm bringing this here is because I have a group coaching program that teaches this skill, the skill of consistency and showing up in your business, the skill of sales and marketing and mindset so that you can get to your first 100K. For me, it took me just over 3 years to get to 100K in my life coaching business. I'm also a speaker and a trainer. I get government contracts, and there's a lot of things that I've had to do. The first number one thing, if you're writing this down, is mindset. The number one thing is mindset whenever you are launching and growing your business. The first thing you need to have is a long-term mentality for your business. So I like to start with having a 10-year vision. What do you want to create in 10 years? What do you want to create in 5 years? Because guess what? The first 5 years of business, as we know, will be the most challenging because you have cash flow issues, right? You're having to learn your sales and marketing. You're having to set up all your platforms. You're having to stay consistent in your sales and marketing. You're needing to keep your energy up. You need to make sure that you're working with clients. There's a lot of things that are happening. So your mindset is the number one thing. And what does this specifically mean? Okay, Kelvin is in Washington State. I don't know how to say the name of this town. Muk Mukilteo. I'm saying it wrong. I don't know how to say it. But in Washington, welcome. So the biggest mindset things that you need to master are the focusing of probability versus possibility. So when you think of the realm of quantum physics, I am a scientist at heart. I have a degree in molecular cell biology. I love considering all of the quantum possibilities. So in your mindset, when you're showing up in your business, you need to be laser focused in on the one person that you help. This could be real or it could be imaginary, right? It could be a real client that you think of where you're like, I'm just showing up for them again and again. Or it can be an imaginary client where you're thinking about, like what I like to do is I think about myself 8 years ago. And so every time I show up, the reason I'm doing this live today is because I needed somebody in my business 7 years ago. And I've been so grateful to work with so many coaches and mentors over the years. And I'm so grateful that they showed up and they offered their knowledge to me. So that's why I'm here. I'm thinking of myself 7 years ago and I'm showing up being the me that I am now to the me that I was 7 years ago. Because back then, imposter syndrome was like wiping me out. Imposter syndrome was saying, you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you're not skilled enough, there's people that are better than you. And I had to consistently get coaching on, I do know enough, I can help people, there's people that want to work with me. And I had to develop the mindset to believe that the people were there and they wanted to work with me. The other thing that would wipe me out was this perfectionism, right? I would work with mentors who were making millions or multiple six figures, and I would compare myself to them because they were doing it for 6 to 10 years. So I'd have to stay in my lane and learn, okay, I'm not going to be able to do it perfectly. I'm not going to be able to do it like my mentors are doing it, but that doesn't mean that I can't make money. So I had to throw perfectionism out the window. I had to just get started. I started a podcast in 2017. I spoke in all over the world, not knowing what I was going to say. And I just signed up and I just said it and I just spoke to the audience. I just had to believe that I knew what to say. So your mindset is going to be around the people are out there. You're going to need to have the correct mindset about yourself, your self-concept, your identity about who you are. And you need to build that identity, this 100K identity, so that you start acting like that person, you start showing up like that person, you start believing that you are the person that can handle 10K months, that can handle 20 clients at a time. Whatever it is, your mindset needs to be cultivated each and every day. And I think the biggest thing that my clients beat themselves up over is they think it's taking, like it shouldn't take so long. So for example, for me, I spend hours on my mindset each day. I've been a coach for 10 years. I am being mentored by a millionaire. And I still need to spend hours per day meditating, journaling, going on walks, listening to podcasts, listening to my coaching replays over and over and over again. Because I'm pushing myself beyond my comfort zone. I'm going for a new goal. And what's required of us to sustain that is massive levels of mindset. Mukilteo. Thank you for saying that. I knew I was pronouncing it wrong. Mukilteo, Washington. Beautiful. So mindset is the number one thing. And I will continue to shout this from the rooftops because I think there are so many online marketers out there that are making it sound like if you just use their formula, you can go viral tomorrow and then you're going to have $1 million business. That is not how it works. Because on the other side of going viral, you have to have customer service skills. You have to have delivery skills. You have to have sales skills so that when you get into a marketing or a sales conversation with somebody, you're able to overcome their objections. This is all mindset. This is all skill. So just know the more that you dedicate your time to cultivating an abundance mindset, to believing in yourself, to believing that there's clients out there, to believing that you're good enough right now. You don't need another certification. You don't need to build a better website. You can help someone right now without being perfect. This is the number one thing that's going to drive you forward and help you to be consistent in your business. The number two thing is your marketing, right? So our mindset always comes before our marketing. And the reason why is because if you're burnt out on social media, or if you've had to take a step back from your business because you got too overwhelmed, that goes right back to mindset. So we need to address those things first. But when we move into your marketing, your job every day, or 5 days a week or 3 days a week, however many times you've decided to market, is to show up consistently again and again, telling people, showing people, invoking an emotional response in people to let them know how it is you help them, how you specifically help them, what result it's going to be for them, and why it's important for them to move forward today. Your marketing, this is the biggest part that I see. People feel like marketing and sales is icky because they feel like we're asking for something from somebody. But what I believe is your marketing is a service. Your marketing is a gift. Your marketing is a selfless act of you setting your comfort aside for the moment, of you deciding that you're going to show up messily, that you're going to show up just as you are, that you're going to show up with exactly what you know, and you're just going to tell them in an imperfect way thousands of times over and over again until they make a move, until they take action, until they click buy now, until they click book a consult. Whatever it is that you want to move them towards, that's your job as a marketer. Now, the way I see people get turned off by marketing for themselves and their business is they start comparing, right, to other people in their industry. They listen to all the ads that tell them they're not marketing right. They are telling themselves the story that the algorithm's horrible and there's no engagement and nobody's seeing my stuff. All of that is false. And when you think that and when you feel that way, you're going to get discouraged and you're not going to be able to show up consistently for marketing. So what I teach my clients is you're showing up for the one person. You're believing in the imaginary one person on the other end. Like right now, just showing you this, my experience right now, my experience of this live is I can see one person is viewing it. Okay. But as I'm connecting with you all out there, I know there's a larger, more massive audience that will consume this content. So every time I show up for marketing, for my video, for the value that I offer, I'm imagining hundreds of people in an audience consuming it. This is a skill in your marketing to not believe the numbers, to not even look at the numbers, because the numbers don't matter. The human is who you're marketing to, is who you're selling to, and you're doing this from a desire to help them. You're not doing it as a desire to fill up your bank account. Of course, as a business owner, we want it to be profitable. We want to make money. But when we're marketing, we can't be thinking about that, right? It will come off as inauthentic. It will come off as sleazy. You won't feel good. They won't feel good about it. So anytime I'm showing up in marketing, I'm literally thinking, how can I help someone today? What do they need to know? And I'm setting my ego aside and saying, I'm going to make a live video at 4:00 in the afternoon because this information is important. And I'm doing it because I want people to have this. If they can shift at all and it helps them show up and market in their business, it helps them stay consistent, then I've done my job. So everything I do is for one person. And that's how we build our businesses, one person at a time. The problem with social media marketing is we keep looking at these big accounts with these big followers and these big numbers, and we keep wanting quote unquote engagement. What I would rather have is impact. I would rather have somebody watch this and take action and be able to build their business in a sustainable way versus engaging on my posts. Okay? So this is how I want you to look at marketing. You got to do it every single day, consistently over and over again. You got to do it to the one person, focus on solving their problem. And you've got to do it just because, and without looking at the numbers, without obsessing over engagement. Because anybody that I've seen, any of my clients that I've seen who are obsessing over engagement, they end up having to take time off social media. They end up not signing clients. They end up getting discouraged. And I want to stop you from doing that so you can keep moving forward, keep marketing, keep going. Because there's somebody on the other end of your marketing that needs what you have. All right? Number 3. So I've reviewed the first 2 things, mindset. Second thing was marketing. Third thing to build a profitable business is managing your emotions. And this is one of the most overlooked things in my industry, right? And when I say in my industry, I mean people who are business coaches. There are business coaches out there that are just going to tell you what to do. The way I do things differently is I'm an intuitive life and business coach. What does this mean? I coach you as the whole person, right? Our intuition will tell us when we need a break, when we need to slow down, when we need to just go for a walk in the woods. And then that intuitive part of us also connects us to our why. Why are we doing this? Why is it important? Why in our heart of hearts do we want to show up and build this business? Whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a personal organizer, whether you're a coach, or you're a marketer, or content creator, or service provider, getting connected into why every single day is going to be important, right? So cultivating this love and passion for what it is that you do. That's one end of managing your emotions. The other end of managing your emotions is dealing with the guaranteed failure, the guaranteed rejection, the guaranteed disappointment. So I think in the beginning of our business, we are all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. At least I was. I was like, yay, never going to work for anybody again. How great. And I saw all the positives, and I think that's great because seeing the positives helps us move forward. But we also need to have a strategy. We need to have tools. We need to know exactly what we're going to do when a big meltdown comes, when a big disappointment comes, when a big breakdown comes, when things in our personal life are going to shit. We need to have a way to manage those feelings of disappointment, of despair, of frustration. And this is the human experience. And if you're a business owner, you've doubled on your human experience, right? You're like, I'm going to be a human and I'm also going to run a business. So there is more demand on your capacity and your emotions if you're deciding to be a human who also runs a business. So some of the things that I teach and I help my clients with is processing emotion. So in my group coaching program, in addition to doing coaching calls with my clients, I also offer breathwork. Breathwork is a 1-hour active breathing for a way for you to release pent-up emotion. Get it out of your body, let it come through, feel the frustration, feel the feelings, let it go so that you have more energy to move forward. I also teach somatic experiences like deep self-hypnosis, affirmations, journaling, processing emotion in the body, and then using things like EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique, to move those emotions through the body. And I have resources for my clients to do all of this so that every single day they know how to show up, how to get into state, how to move forward. So processing emotions is one of the most overlooked things that takes business owners out. This is one of the most valuable things of having a coach is being able to process emotions. So if you don't currently have a coach, definitely reach out. You can work with me. You can book a free consult. But I want to offer right now for you to have a daily, weekly, and monthly emotional protocol, right? Do you go to a therapist? Do you go to a meditation class? Do you go for a run? What is the thing that you do consistently to take your emotions there? Do you punch a punching bag? Because we need to have a space for those emotions or else they will weigh us down eventually. All right. And number 4, this is my favorite. Number 4, in order to build a profitable business, is actually the belief in manifesting and magic. Truly. This is a little bit of surrender, a little bit of just believing the universe is going to show up for you, a little bit of intention setting. And there's also, like I said, I'm a scientist. There's also a scientific component to this. When you can imagine, how good can it get? When you can imagine, what if the best thing happened to me? What if I got the opportunity? What if the client showed up? What if I got the speaking gig? When you can step into imagination and feeling, it expands your consciousness. And as you expand your consciousness, you're going up into the quantum realm and you're tapping into an alternate reality. And we know from quantum physics, the observer effect, that whatever we observe is actually affected by the observer. So you can observe how things aren't going well in your bank account or in your business, or you can observe how it could go well, how it could work out. And every time you do this, this is activating the reticular activating system in your brain, known as the RAS, and this is activating your focus. So where your focus goes, your energy flows, which leads to aligned action. So when we show up in our business, we want to show up as if it's already worked out, as if we've already built the 100K business. And as you do this, you become the person who thinks the thoughts, who takes the actions, who shows up as the person who has the 6-figure business. So those are the 4 steps. I'm going to review them again. Number 1, mindset. Number 2, marketing. Number 3, managing your emotions. And number 4, the actual belief in manifesting, law of attraction, believing in the best possibilities and the best possible outcomes. So if you like this, if you got some value from this today, I want to tell you about my group coaching program. If you're watching this in real time, this group coaching program starts in 2024 November. So we are still in early enrollment. In this group coaching, I'm taking 10 women. From these 10 women, you can be in any industry as long as it's a service-based industry, right? So I mentioned real estate agent, personal organizer, coach, if you're a teacher of some kind, if you do any type of healing like Reiki, mediumship, if you offer any type of service, I can help you. And here's what it looks like. So in my group coaching program, we do 3 coaching calls a month together with this small group of 10 women, and we do 1 breathwork session together. And you also have access to all of the recordings. We do this together for 6 months with the goal to double your revenue. So we help you actually create systems for marketing, systems for sales. I call it spiritually aligned selling. And we help you manage your emotions and your mindset along the way. And the beautiful part of doing this is you actually have community, right? You have a community of other women, but you also have me, a 6-figure coach who's been coaching for 10 years, who's built a 6-figure business to actually help you not make the mistakes that I've made, right? To actually bring you back to center, to bring you back to the fact that you have everything inside you right now to do it. You have the audience, you have the skill, you have the ability. People are out there, they want to work with you. And I bring you back to that every single time. And what that helps you do is it shortens your breakdown cycle. So the biggest thing I notice between people who have a coach and who don't have a coach is when people don't have a coach, their breakdowns last a lot longer. What does a breakdown mean? It simply means you're doubting yourself, you're judging yourself, you're stuck in imposter syndrome, you're confused, you're overwhelmed. And these cycles will last for months and months and months. And when these cycles last for months and months and years, it affects your revenue. It affects your profit. And the reason why is because all the time that you're having a breakdown, that you're spinning out, that you're confused and overwhelmed and discouraged and disappointed, you're not able to take as much aligned action that's going to get you the result in the form of clients and revenue. So the biggest thing that shortens the time period for you making money is your ability to manage your mind, manage your emotions, get out there and take more action, which is why being in a coaching community is so highly valuable. Not only do you get coaching from me every single week, you can get specific coaching on your topic, on your industry, but the other most valuable thing about group coaching is you get to share your challenges with others. And typically what happens is when you're seeing somebody else get coached, you're able to see things in a different lens and a different view. And it's always true that we beat ourselves up the most. We judge ourselves the most. So it's really valuable to see somebody else getting coached thinking, wow, they're going through the same thing as me. I thought she was amazing. I can't believe it. Wow. And it gives you a different perspective and you're able to say, okay, we're in this together. We're doing this together. You have a network of other women you can bounce ideas off of, can collaborate and support one another. And you have this community that's being built, all focused on doubling your revenue. We're going to focus on mindset, marketing, sales, but it's always with the goal of doubling your revenue. So there's this added layer of overcoming all these money beliefs that have built up over the years. This is something we do inside of my group. So if this is you, I invite you right now to book a call with me. The sooner you can get in to book a call, sooner you can get on my calendar, the more opportunity you're going to have to get coached with me. So if you're watching this in real time, today is October 7th. We actually have our first bonus call happening this week, October 10th. So if you apply, you get booked in, you can be on this group bonus coaching call that starts on October 10th. Otherwise, we officially start in November. Either way, you'll want to book the consult with me because the consult is completely free. On the consult, I take 60 minutes. I ask you a few questions about your business, what your goals are, what your revenue is, what your challenges are. And then what I'm here for is to give you clarity on what are the things that you need to shift and adjust in order to reach your revenue goal. So even if you don't end up working with me, the consult call is completely free and you'll walk away from that call with clarity. My clients always walk away feeling more energized, feeling better, and they feel like they're able to take action. So whether or not you decide to join my program, whether or not you decide to coach with me together, the consult call is amazing. So good. Alina just booked a consult call with you. I cannot wait to talk to you. So amazing. All right. Amy, I just saw you hopped in as well. Beautiful. I'm excited to talk to you all. So let me just see if there's anything else that I want to mention. Yeah, so let me mention the other bonuses. So again, Permission to Profit group coaching. I'm accepting 10 women. The sooner you book a call, the sooner you get booked in, the sooner you can get accepted, and you get extra bonus coaching calls with me. So we'll start, we have one on October 10th, we have one on October 24th, and then we have a bonus breathwork session. And then we officially start the group in November. So again, if you jump in now, you're going to get extra time. You're going to get extra time with my money-making resources, and you're just going to get some extra momentum to get started now. So head to the link in my profile. You can book a free consult, or you can head to permissiontoprofit.group. Again, that's permissiontoprofit.group. It's going to tell you all the information about the group. It'll have a link there for you to book a consult. And I'm telling you, this is the year for you to double your revenue. It doesn't matter if the economy is challenged. It doesn't matter if we have a lot of challenging things going on in the world. And I'm not saying it doesn't matter. Of course it matters. But what I'm saying is, in your specific industry, there is still someone that needs your help. There is still someone that's willing to invest in the thing that you have to offer. And so your willingness to show up, do these 4 things, work on your mindset, work on your marketing consistently, manage your emotions, and then belief in some manifesting, like belief that it's actually possible. Your consistency and ability to do that over and over again is a thing that's going to allow you to double your revenue. And that is how you go from 2K to 4K to 6K to 8K. As soon as you have $8,000 a month consistently, you then have a $100,000 business. Can you imagine what it will be like to have a $100,000 business? I'm telling you, friend, it's possible for you when you learn how to master these things, when you know in your heart of hearts you're never giving up, and when you know you're always going to do whatever it takes because there's somebody out there that needs you. When you feel that deep in your bones, you will always create profit. You will always create clients. And this is a skill that is mastered over time. So come work with me in my group for 6 months. Learn to master mindset, marketing, money mindset rituals, your manifesting ability, and truly you're meant to be here doing what you're doing in your business. There's somebody out there who needs you, who wants to work with you right now. Okay? All right, that's all I have to say for you today. Alina, I will be talking to you soon on a consult, and I'm sure there's someone else in here that is going to book a consult with me, so I will see you on the call as well. Remember, book your consult before October 10th because that is our first bonus call. If you're seeing this later, get in as soon as you can because we start November 2024. All right, everyone, I'll see you later. Bye.